That's Card Corner, and I am a Stampin' Up demonstrator in Virginia Beach, Virginia. And tonight I am going to be sharing with you the June paper pumpkin kit. It's called, you can tell it's a different, our normal paper pumpkin boxes are because it goes along with the theme. So hold on just a second, and I'm trying to see comments here on my computer. I hope you have fun. If you have a paper pumpkin kit, I hope you'll get it out and stamp along with me. So there we go. Okay. All right, and if you're here, I would hope that you will also send me a comment, share it, like it. I'd love to hear from you. All right, so here we go. So normally the box has pink paper in it, but today it has orange because it's a box of sunshine. And this is what you're going to get in your box. You can see it's a box of sunshine. And you get just like all paper pumpkin kits, you get a small stamp set. This one has some great sentiments. It says sunshine, a little something to brighten your day. There is a little sun, a little smile button, hello. And we also get dimensionals for when we're doing these are little glue dots. These are sequins. I've already used some of them because I've made some of the cards already. But there are a whole lot more in here. You also get a whole ones. There's long and skinny ones. Again, I have used some of them because I've made some of the cards. So you also get a stamping spot. In this kit is black. Every kit has their own stamping spot, and in a 12-month time, because there's a kit every month, the colors do not repeat. So if you subscribe to paper, different colors of ink. There are also 5. They are little punch, you can see. There are lemons, some pineapples, some little sunshines, and then some leaves that go on the lemons. And I got one more in here if I can get it out of the box. There you go. So these just punch right out very easily. I'll show you. Might as well just punch these out right now. This kit also, as most kits, there's always extras. In case you mess up, you have some extras, and you also have extras so you can make other projects with the leftovers from the kit. So this kit, I'm going to throw that away. There's also a special box, and it's a box of sunshine. What they wanted you to do is once you make the cards is to actually use the box, fill it up with like lemon candy, maybe some candles, a pair of yellow socks or orange socks, anything that comes in a yellow package, some different candy bars, like a Butterfinger comes in a yellow package, peanut M&Ms come in a yellow package, just to fill up the box and put one of the cards in it. And then this is actually a mailing label that you would put on the outside of your box, fits right there. And then these are just some extra, they're actually stickers that you can stick on your box so it'll decorate it. And then just tape it up, put it in the mail to whoever you want to receive your box of sunshine. So that was something special that came in this kit. You also get, this kit made 8 cards, so you get 8 envelopes. These have a little fun gold on them. There's nothing on the inside, just regular envelopes. And then you got 8 card bases. I've used 4 of them already, but these are the. And then you also get, it's hard to tell what this is, but you can tell where I've peeled some of them off. There were 2 large rectangles on each sheet, so there's 2 more on the 4, 5, 6. There's 8 tags that are kind of skinny tags. I can pull one off for what they look like. So they're about that big. So there's 8 of those. So you actually get 16 of those. So you can use multiple ones on a card or just one on a card. And then the most important thing that comes in the box is the directions. So you should be when you make them. And plus there's directions inside a set of these cards. So I'm just going to move this stuff out of the fall down. Yep. Oh, hold on. take the directions out. That'll be helpful. I've already made the set of cards already, and these are the 4 cards that you can make with the kit. They're nice and bright and sunshiny. You can change on it. You don't have to do them exactly like this, because that's what comes in the kit. And then I also have 2 alternative cards that you can make with supplies that are in the kit, like some of the sunshine, but different cardstock to go with them, or something else. Just so the kits are that you can use them as they come and make exactly what they make, or you're going to start with actually this card. So if you have your kit, go ahead and get your things out. Hopefully you've punched some of your things out already. And I'm going to get the card base for this one. And it is this one right here. I'll move these things out of the way here, so I don't need the envelopes at the moment. Put those in the box. Okay, so this is the card that it's super simple. So first we need to get some of the stamps that we're going to use. So we're going to take the stamp set and a bunch of slotted lines. So, and put that on a block here so we can use it. I am not going to open the stamping spot. Give them away to people that don't have ink, to use my own exactly the same as the stamping spot that they gave you. And let's see. So this is actually 2 stamps on it, and let's put that on this one. And then the other one says sending, so another stamp on here that's instead of sending sunshine. And or you could just use the word sunshine if you wanted. So on a block, try and line it up on the grid paper, so at least I have a. So hi Carolyn, hi Margaret. And we also need the sun. That's one of the other ones. This sun is kind of stretchy, so if you stretch it out on the block, you'd end up with an oval, which you could do that if you wanted something so it stays into a nice circle. And that's all the stamps that we need for this card. So we are ready to stamp. So the first thing we're going to do is stamp this line right here. And it's about in the middle. So we're just going to try and get it straight. It's going to stamp it right in the middle. There is one of these poked on the back, so they are like stickers. So I'm going to lay it right on top, and you can get it straight because if you stamped your lines straight, this one will be straight too. Okay, so now we need to stamp our. Actually, I'm going to stamp the sentiment first because we kind of need to know where that's going so we can get. Because these are 2 different stamps, you're going to want to stamp the word sunshine first so that you get it in the right spot. It's easier to add the smaller one later. If you put the smaller one too far down, then the sunshine's not going to fit, and you don't want that to happen. So we're just going to stamp that. I did. They give you extra tags, so if you don't get it straight, it's okay. And then there is enough little there. So there you go, sending sunshine. Really super easy, and I better put the lid back on my ink because I like to stick my hands in it. I don't know why. The sun, so I'm just going to try and kind of figure about where I want it, just to kind of give me an idea of where it's going to go. So, and let me get my ink back out. And we're just a little sun. You know, you could stamp it on something and stick a little face inside. That would be really cute. It's okay if we stamp over top of the black because you're not going to see it anyway. And there we go. See, it almost looks like you've drawn it on there. So, and then I am going to put this on with dimensionals. They did give you some. They gave you this little piece here. It has dimensionals on it. And we're just going to put some of those on the back. And you can see these cards are really easy, but they're really cute. They're really fun. Brighten up somebody's day. So I'm just going to take those things off the back and just center this on here. And that looks about right. There we go. And there's your card. You're done. Oh, except for if you want to add a few of the sequins on it. I didn't add them on that one, so I think I'm going to go do that now. I must have forgotten to do that. And I forgot my take your pick tool. This is really great for picking up embellishments, so that because there are adhesive on the back of these sequins, so they're just going to stay where you want. There's two sizes. There's big ones. Put them on in odd numbers. For some reason, they say odd numbers is more of a pleasing to the eye, I guess. I'm actually going to stick one right there. So there we go. There's one. Let's throw some on this one. We'll put two. We'll put them up here, and then we'll stick a big one. We're going down here. There we go. Okay, so card number one is already done. And you can see it just took a few minutes. Okay, so now let's do the next card. We're going to do this one. So this one has a pineapple. There were a whole bunch that you just punched out. So it's just going to go right on there. I did put it on dimensionals because I thought, why not? Look good. Kind of gives it a little bit, pops it up a little bit, makes it look, makes it stand out a little bit more. So that's always a good thing. So these are little dimensionals, so it'll take a few more to put on here than something else. There we go. That looks good. Just peel the little things off. And whoop, put them over there. You can see that these cards go together pretty fast, so just gonna put it on. Yeah, gonna scoot it over a little bit more in the middle. Here we go. Hope you're doing well. Okay, and here. So this, because it's on a sticker and I stuck it up on dimensionals, I actually took a piece of scrap paper and adhered it to the scrap paper so that if you press down on it, it wouldn't actually stick to the paper, because if you, actually have a big dimensional on this one. So if you press it down here, though, it would stick because it's a sticker. So the other way to get around that so it doesn't is to just put it on a piece of scrap paper, so you're covering up the sticky part on the back, and then just trim around the outside. I think if I just put the pineapple down straight, it wouldn't have, it would be okay to be sticky on the back, but because I didn't want it to accidentally get pressed down. Oops, got something stuck on there. There we go. So this way it won't, so when you're putting it on, if it accidentally got stuck down here, it wouldn't kind of be all, not even. This one has a "You Are Loved" on it, so we're going to use one of these. And I need what do I do with my stamps? "You Are Loved" stamp. I'm going to take this one off here. So, Stampberry, there we go, on there. Hopefully I got that correct. There we go. And then I'm just going to adhere this with some, you could also use some, but because it's kind of skinny, I'm going to use this instead. Let me take that off here real quick since it was just sitting on here. There we go. And that's on dimensionals. I'm only going to put it on the end and then on this end over here so that it'll lay flat across the top of the pineapple. Make sure I got that going right. And probably about 2 of those ought to do it. And okay, oh, let's get it right side up too. That's always helpful. And then we're just gonna, and the only thing left to do now is to put some sequins on this. for this one, so we're just gonna throw a couple on, and maybe one little. We'll put a little one down here. There you go. And that card is done. So that's 2. All right, now for the next one, we're gonna do this one. This one kind of like has like a, so you kind of know about where you're going to be putting your sun. Is this little strip down here, and I'm going to peel one off of here because I've used my other ones. So I'm actually going to put that on first, and make sure it's on there even. Do a lot of eyeballing. So that looks about right. Okay, and then we need to stamp this hello, which is the same kind of little stamp on here. And let me get another little block. And so you can, the best thing about getting the stamp set is you can use these stamps even without the kit. So it's a great way to get a good collection of stamps if you're, you know, just trying it out and just starting. Is to get some of the paper pumpkin kits. There's the hello, and that we're also going to put up on dimensionals because they gave them to us, so we might as well use them, right? Okay, and then take those little, the backings off because they are sticky on both sides. Let's move that out of the way because we're working on this card. Okay, so we're just going to kind of get that centered there. And some dimensionals on the back, so it's going to kind of cover up where that is. Because this is on top of this, I'm going to make sure I don't put any dimensionals at the bottom. I'm just going to put them up here, and this will just rest right on top of the other part. So let's flip it that way. Where'd I put my dimensionals? I threw them over there. There you go. There is really no up or down, so I just need to make sure I don't put any on the bottom and just kind of keep them more toward the top. And we should be good to go. Okay, on there, but this is, it is gold, so all these little lines are like, okay, so it's shiny. Everybody likes shiny things, right? Okay, so I'm making sure I got the part without the dimensionals on the bottom, so it's just going to sit right on top. And there we go. And let's add some sequins on there. Let's do some of the big ones. I put small ones on my other card, but let's put some big ones on this one. Let's see. So it looks like big rays of sunshine coming out. Put a little one up here. There we go. So you can see you can put sequins anywhere. This one I put some actually on the tag. And there's one more card. And we have one more left, and that is this one. This one is nice and bright and lemony. You can see the lemons actually match the background of this, so I need 2 lemons. And I got 2. There we go. And I need 2 leaves. So I need those 2. Okay, and I'm actually going to pull the last one of these off. So this is a sticker I showed you before. So now this is all gone. I've used them up. This is sticky on the back, so wherever you're going to put it, you're only going to get one chance to put it down. So you kind of want to even it so it's kind of all equal distance all the way around, and hopefully you'll get it on fairly straight. And let's see, we also need one of these on first. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to attach the leaves to the back of the lemon so that it's on there before I put it on. If I put this up too high and then try and stick the leaf on after, I'm just going to go ahead and attach them first. I'm just going to, and let's put this side at the top. I'm just going to glue it down. And then I'm going to do the same with this one. Just a little bit of glue. put it in there. And just attach it right there. I don't know which side of the leaves the lemon is, or which side of the lemon the leaves should go on, but that looks good. So then I'm just to the bottom. I'm actually going to use the tape. If I can get, nope, having trouble with it. There we go. Wants to be sticky. And I think that's about right. Do this one. I'm gonna have him go on top, which is a little different. The other one I had him the other way around. Doesn't matter, whatever you like. And then we need one of these tags for this. And this one is going to say something to brighten your day. And there we go. And there we go. Back. Just going to ink it up. Stamps just kind of be gentle. Good thing about these is because they're photopolymer where you're stamping, so it's easy to get it straight. And then I'm just going to put some dimensionals on the back of this. And let me put some in the middle so it doesn't sink down in the middle. It's always good. And take the little pieces off the back. There you go. And then we're just going to kind of throw a few of these sequins on there. You don't have to put these sequins on at all. You can just leave them off if you want. It's just whatever you want to do. Always save them for other cards. Anything you want. And there you go. These are the last 2 cards. So if you were making all 4, it would take you twice as long because you'd have to do 2. But you can see we have 2 of each one. So these are the 8 cards that come, and now you're all ready to mail them off because they come with envelopes too. So it's a great, great deal. So now I'm going to show you a couple of cards that you can make using some of the supplies that you have left over, like some of these dotted labels and tags. Also, you can see that you have leftover. Actually, you have more than this, but I've already used some of them for other cards. So, but you'll see in a second. And there's actually extra leaves. You have extra sequins. You have these are glue dots, either a Stampin' Seal or these are little adhesive dots, so you can attach everything. So you can see that everything you need comes right in the kit. And now I'm going to show you an extra card that I made. So this is the first card that I made. And you can see it's using some of the lemons. I actually used 3. I'm only going to use 2 because this one on the bottom kind of got covered up. This is one of the tags that I used, but I used some of the cardstock that Stampin' Up sells that matches because everything they have coordinates. So it matches the colors. So this card base is a shaded spruce. So what you're going to need for this card is 5.5, and then it's scored at 4 1/4. Then I also have a piece of crushed curry cardstock. I have a piece of Whisper White cardstock that I actually embossed with one of the embossing folders just to give it a little texture. And then I also have a tag, which is this right here. I actually cut this out with one of the rectangle stitch dies, but you can just cut just a piece of paper, piece of Whisper White cardstock to this size. And I have the measurements, and I will, when the video is done, I'll put all the measurements for these cards in the comments and in the thing for the video so you can see. And then there's one more piece. This is a piece of Whisper White cardstock. It is 5 1/4 inside of your card, and you can see that I've decorated the inside. I put another one of those dotted pieces on the inside because it kind of matches the outside. So this card is super simple to put together once you've cut your extra pieces. And I'm just gonna unfold that a little bit. And I'm actually gonna use glue because I like using glue a little bit better. Let's kind of stick it there. So we're just going to put a little bit of glue on the back. You don't need much. It's kind of like writing with a pencil with this glue. So you just need enough to go around the outside. It's not going to come off. It's going to stay on there. And we're just going to put it on the front of our card, just like that. Kind of keep it even. Thing about the glue is, especially if you're a new stamper, is that you can slide it around a little bit if you don't get it quite where you want it. And so just need a little bit on that. I'm going to put it kind of right amount of the crushed curry cardstock showing all the way around. Make sure it's stuck on there. I've got some on my card here. So I'm just going to take it off. Oh, like gum eraser. Somebody called it a snot remover. And it kind of does that. So if you get a little bit of glue on your card, you can rub it off with this. It comes right off. It's great. They sell these at Dollar Tree. Strips. Still have glue on my hand. Hold on. I'm going to get that off real quick. Because everything I do is going to stick to my hand. Not sure how I did that. Glue. That would be how. All right. See, that's what you get when you're on live. You get live entertainment. All right. Okay, so what I'm going, my paper snips, and I'm just cutting like a little pie piece off of that end, and I'm doing the same off the other end. And let me put that down. Get this off my scissors. There we go. Hello. There we go. Didn't come off there. And I'm just going to put it down on the cross. Just press it down because there is adhesive. Let's see. Then I'm going to stamp this saying a little something to brighten your day. Let's get it right side up though. That's always helpful. Get my ink back. Put some ink on it. And it's going to center this on there. This stamp just fits on this piece. So there's not a whole lot of leeway on either side, but I liked the size, so that's why I did that. And I'm going to put a couple dimensionals on the back. Just stamp this up and put one in the middle so it doesn't sag down. And on top of our card. So this card is pretty easy. It's really, I think it looks good. I don't know if you like it. I always like to know if somebody likes what I'm doing. I'm going to take 2 of these lemons. I'm going to save the other one. And I'm going to put them kind of on like that. I am going to put the leaves on first, but this time I'm going to put them on the top and not the bottom of the lemon. So I'm actually going to put them this way. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue. Don't need much, just on the bottom right there. And I'm going to attach it to the front of the lemon. There we go, that's one. So you don't have to do everything the same all the time. It's always fun to change things up, do something a little different. And I'm going to put these on with dimensionals. Put those over real quick. That's not my dimensionals, that's my sequins. These are my dimensionals. So I'm not going to put any really on the leaves because I want to make the leaves kind of like they're floating around on there. Yeah. Take these off. And so we're going to put one on kind of about like that. You want to be careful that you don't go past the edge of your card because then your card won't fit in your envelope and that would not be good. You want your card to fit in the envelope. Because we've used all the envelopes from here, good thing, Stampin' Up sells envelopes. They have some of the best envelopes I've used because some of they're not they're not cheaply made. They're very well made. I'm going to do that this way. He's going to go a little bit different way than the other one did. There we go. Because you can't see through them. Some of the ones that you can buy in other big box craft stores, they might look cheaper, and they are. So the Stampin' Up! Ones are not really nice quality ones. The card. So I thought that looks kind of cute. And there we go. A little bit different than the other one because this one I had 3 lemons, but I decided I didn't really need 3, and that way I have another one to use on another card. So that you can make with one of the cards. And I'm really excited to show you the next card because that's my favorite one that I've done. I'm going to put those aside. So this is, and you can see I used one of the, there's an, the sentiment on here. I used this black and white, actually stamped. If you look at the one that it came, I actually stamped the other sun inside of it just to give it a little bit of black to go with the rest of the stuff. And I'm going to show you how I did this little strip right here. It's really fun, really easy. You can do it on all kinds of cards. So so to make this card, and this one open, I stamped a couple of the suns on the inside of my card too. Because it opens the other way, you're going to need to cut your cardstock a different way. So this card, oh, I didn't put the inside of my other card in. We'll do that in a second. Excuse me. So the color is called Poppy Parade, and it's one of the colors that's in the kit. 4 1/4 inches by 11 inches, scored and folded at 5 1/2. That's that. Then you will also need a piece. This piece is 5 1/4. And don't forget, I'm going to put the dimensions in the comments for the video. And you need a piece of Whisper White cardstock. This piece is, it's going to go on top of there later, so I'll show you how I did that. Then you need 1 tag of extras in case I make a mistake. This also is from the Stitch So Sweetly dies, but you can just cut a regular, have the dies. It's perfectly fine and it'll still look great. This, and I'm going to need this piece of paper. So we're going to take this piece of paper. I'm going to do it this way only because it's easier. So you're going to need 2 of the clear but it's a great size, and this is actually about 2 inches by about 1 3/4 inches. So, and what we're going to do is we're going to take 2 of the colors of ink. This is actually Daffodil Delight. I wanted something a little lighter, but the other color is the Poppy Parade, and so we're going to do, I'm going to move one of these out of the way here. So I'm going to open the ink up, and I'm actually going to use the block for inking. I'm going to turn it so you can kind of see. With the you're going to see, I'm just going to put the whole block right on there, just kind of see it looks a little yellow. To stamp. See how neat that is? I'm just going to stamp a couple times. If it's not as inked as much, because we're going to kind of go over it again. So actually, let me do this one a little bit more. There we go. And you don't want to put it in the other ink, grade ink. You can see how nice and red it is. It covers it up. And then I'm just going to go right over the top. So every time you do this, it's going to look a little different. So you're just going to kind of stamp all the way across the top. And you can do it multiple times until you get it kind of how you want it. About, you know, I'm going to take my yellow one again. This is Daffodil Delight. And just going to kind of add a little bit. There you go. That is. Now you do want to clean the ink off of this, all you have to do is run these under some water and it'll wash right off. You can also rub it off with something else, but the easiest way to get it off is to just take it to your sink and run it under some water. So I'm actually going to set those aside so that I don't stick my hands in it. And then I'm going to close these up because I'm done with these. Inked it up. The best thing about the Stampin' Up ink is that pretty much as soon as you stamp it, it's dry, so I can rub my hand on it well, I have ink from something else, but I can rub my finger on it and you aren't going to see it come up. So I'm going to go ahead and emboss this now after I stamped it. I didn't emboss it first because then it would be kind of bumpy, and I didn't think that the ink would go down as well. It wouldn't cover as well. This embossing folder is called Tasteful Texture Catalog, and it has a very subtle design in it. I'm not sure how well you can see that. I'll hold the other piece up once I emboss it. So I am going to do that now. I actually have a shot, so you open up your, I'm going to do it this way. It has a little line that just kind of place it in the, going that direction. Just put it under, roll it through. You can roll it backwards if you want. Sometimes it gives a little, so it'll take the plate off. It has a nice texture to it. Okay. All right. So I'm going to move that back out of the way. Ready to put our card together. Okay. So first thing I'm going to do is I am going to attach the piece of black to my, hello, that kind of went everywhere, didn't it? All right. Okay. Technique of using your block as a stamp for any color. You can mix and match. You can, if you did blues and greens, it would look really like an underwater scene. Sky. You could just do some blocks and stamp inside of them. There's all kinds of stuff you can do. So I'm actually going to put this up on some of my other dimensionals because they're a little bit bigger. So Stampin' Up does make two different sizes of dimensionals. They're these bigger ones, and then they're the littler ones that we used, that they gave you with your kit that we used earlier. But because they cover a little bit more area. And I'm putting extra ones in the middle. You don't have to use dimensionals. You can just glue it right down on top of the black cardstock if you'd like. But I decided I wanted to just be different. Because, you know, that's kind of how I roll sometimes. So, hi, Melissa Startley. It's good to see you. Hey, Carol. Got all kinds of people watching me today. So, if you have any questions, just feel free to ask. I'll be happy to answer them. So then I'm just going to put this on top. Just kind of lay it down. And now I need to get my little sunshine piece. Just a little sun. Remember, this is card we're making. So now I need to do some stamping. So card. So trying to, and I can't find it. So when I did this one, I kind of lined them up, but I'm thinking I'm going to do the opposite. Instead of lining them right up, I'm going to do the other one just to kind of see how different it looks. There we go. Kind of cool. All right, so we stamped that. I'm also going to stamp the word sunshine. Hello, sunshine. Oh, remember that was two different stamps. So need to find my hello. There's my hello. And let's put my sunshine back on here. Got ink on it still. I should have cleaned it off before I took it off, but I didn't. It's a good idea. But the ink will wash off your hands, just so you know. And so I'm just going to put that on here. And then we're going to, it's going to go up here. There we go. Fitting because you're putting a sun on it that'll say hello sunshine. I'm going to cover that up just for a second. I'm going to put this on dimensionals, another one of those polka dotted strips, and use that also. Again, you can see how these are smaller than the ones I was using before. So let me get one of those strips first though. So I am going to take one of these again, and I am going to just cut the edges of it, just kind of like taking a little pie piece out on one end. Take that off. And then I'm going to do the same with the other end. There we go. I'm going to take that off. Take off my hand. There. And then I'm just going to put that kind of down around the bottom. Hopefully I got it straight. I'm going to take, this is our tag, I'm going to take the dimensionals off that. You can see how easy this card is to put together. Part of it is with the kit, so it makes it real easy. There we go. I'm also going to put some dimensionals on the back of here. Bet you think I'm dimensional crazy, but I really like them because they kind of, well, they give dimension to your cards, obviously, but they just make things just being flat on there. Let's see if I have another. I'll show you the difference. Like this, you can see how it's kind of flat on there. Up a little bit, you get kind of looks very different. So that's the kind of the difference. I think it looks better, kind of popped up a little bit. So, you know, and you want who's ever getting your card to like it and think it's fun. You know, everybody likes to get happy mail. There we go. And then I'm just going to kind of stick that up here in the corner, just like that. And I'm going to throw a few, get that off there, throw a few of these on here. I'm actually going to put one on here, over here. Where should I put this one? It'll be different. Put it. Actually, I'm going to put it over here. I got a little ink right there. It's going to go way over on the corner. Hide my boo boo Whisper White with this card too, and it's going to go inside. If you left it like this, it's kind of hard to write on that. So if you put a piece on here, kind of on. But I'm also going to do just a little bit of stamping on here so that when whoever opens it also gets a nice little surprise. So I'm just going to stamp a partial sun in both the corners, just like that. So you can see when it goes on there. I'll move that out of the way. It just kind of makes it look more fun. And then I'm just put a little bit of glue on the back. I'm gonna move my stuff out of the way. Don't want to accidentally glue my stuff together. That would not be good. Oop, missed a spot. There we go. And you can see if I'm rubbing it, it's not smearing, so you can see how fast this ink dries. And there you go, that card is done. I also didn't show you the inside of this one. I didn't do the other inside for this card. So I'm going to do that right now. So I just used one of these strips, put it right down the side. Just kind of line it up so it kind of, you have equal both sides. Put it in there. You can stamp on the inside if you want. So you could say this little something to brighten your day, and you can stamp something. You can use something from here that says something like "You are loved." That would brighten somebody's day. You can use any of the other stamps, whatever you want. So, and now this card is finished too. It's always a good idea to finish off your cards. So there you go. So we did 2 of those. These are the 2. And then don't forget that you still have the other 8 cards. So, you could have made 10 cards tonight if you had your kit. And so these, if you're not familiar with Paper Pumpkin, Stampin' Up sells, it's a monthly kit, it's a subscription. You can just buy a 1-month subscription to try it out. 3 months, you can do it every month where they send you one automatically every month. You can sign up for that. And they give you little hints of what's coming up and month. And every kit is different. So you get, like this kit had 8 cards. Some of the other kits might have 10, they might have 12, they might have 9. Sometimes there's something different. So the next kit is called Summer Nights, and that kit, it comes with 9 postcards, and you can kind of see them in the corner here, this right here. You can see they have all different backgrounds, and then they also come with the envelopes, and the inside of the flaps of the envelopes are decorated too. Not sure how well you can see that, but this kit, so each kit is, I believe, hope I tell you the right price, is $22. That's including the shipping. But this kit also has a special add-on kit that you can get. So for $10, you can get 24 card bases and envelopes, and they coordinate with this kit. So in your kit, you're going to get a stamp set, you will get ink, you will get everything you need to do the projects. And one of the projects that's going to be included in this kit that they're calling Summer Nights, it says fireworks, fireflies, and Ferris wheels, is there's little bags, and you can see them right here. They're little tea light bags, like they're already die cut so that you can see out, and it kind of, if you look at them real quick, they kind of look like little fireworks. If you'd like to try a kit and want to order it, my website, www.jumpin, there will be a link on there and host code if you plan to purchase. If you want to purchase through me, just send me an email, send me a message on Facebook, call me if you order one, if you're interested in doing that. So these kits are a fun way to get started in stamping. They're also a fun way, you get to make a lot of cards for not very much. $10, you can add on, you get 24 cards and envelopes. So that's 24 cents a card and with an envelope. You can't go to a Hallmark store, even the dollar store wants to do that, just let me know. And if you have any questions, just post them in the comments. I'll be glad to answer them for you. And I hope you all have a great night. And let's see, I want to see what kind of comments. Carol, I've inspired you. That's what we want to do. You want to get at your stuff, have fun, and, you know, do something fun. And besides doing something fun, you're also brightening up somebody else's day when you put a card in the mail. So you can't just make them and let them sit around on your desk. And send somebody some happy mail. So I hope you will try and make some cards this week if you need, and have a great night. It was fun having you soon. Bye.